If I were to like go back in time and see a city in communism, this is what I would expect. Gloomy, middle of nowhere, just like old stuff. Train from Prague. I'm gonna go see something cool, something that you've probably never seen before. Before I tell you where I'm going, I'll give you a little tiny recap of Prague. These things are like a roll of goodness. It's like a cross between a cinnamon roll and you see there's like a dough. They make it over a fire. I'll show you what it looked like. I don't know what they're called, but there's some Czech thing and they're really good. All right, I think I'm at my station, so I gotta get off. Excuse me. My initial reaction is that this place is pretty depressing. It's raining. There's nobody here. I hope I'm in the right place to begin with. This kind of fits the adventure very well. You know what buses mean? Buses mean tourists. Tourists means lots of people. Tourist means selfies and no appreciation for what things are. Maybe I'll beat them to the... I came an hour outside Prague to see a church. A little church, nonetheless. But this just isn't any church. This is a church of mystery, holiness, unusual characteristics. It's a church of bones. Yeah, that's right. It's a church of bones. It's a bone church. So we're gonna go see what it looks like on the inside. It's supposed to have a lot of bone decorations, which are gonna be kind of creepy. So the ambiance of the day is kind of making it feel even more spooky. So let's go check it out, see what it's like. I'll show you some videos and hopefully it'll be good. Here they come, they're here. The tourists have made their way. Alright, the tour group just left, so that was crazy. It was like a madhouse in here. I gotta get rolling here. Gotta get some good footage. It's actually kind of cool being down here. It's kind of weird and creepy in the same sense. There's a lot of meaning. See these bones down here? It's not just a bunch of random bones. It's actually more like artwork that has a symbolism and meaning behind it. For example, like these mounds that you saw, they're not just mounds, they represent how death isn't over. In the Christian traditions, people believe that there's life after death. And so this isn't a celebration of death, this is a celebration of life. If you look at like this pile of bones behind me here, you see that it's not just a pile of bones, but there's a cross at the top. And so it's symbolizing that like Jesus is overcoming death and that like the crown is the representation of Jesus. So it actually is kind of cool. It's I've been learning a lot more here than I thought. And then there's also some like different artworks around here, like the name of the artists is actually like written in bones on the wall. There's a coat of arms over here. It's supposed to depict a Turkish warrior with a raven pecking at his eye. It's like representing how they conquered a Turkish city. So that's kind of how this whole place is. It's very ornate for being bones. There's a chandelier back here behind me. Every single bone, every single primary bone and the human body is in that chandelier back there. Alright, I'm not supposed to be talking in here, so I'll try to talk softly. The history of this place is that it was an old church, and like way back in the day, a lot of people died around this area, and they didn't know what to do with the bones, and so they took all the bones and cleaned them, obviously, but then they like put them in these formations and stuff like that. And how the story goes is, I don't know if this is true, but they said like a half blind, that's the alarm going off, somebody was trying to touch the bones, creepy. But the story goes that a blind monk, arranged these bones in this way. I don't know, that's just how the story goes. So apparently a blind person did this. It's a really kind of a neat picture, and it's not as creepy as I thought. There's actually a lot more celebration of life as opposed to celebration of death. It's not that at all. It's been really cool. It's definitely not as creepy as I thought it was going to be. So I'm in the top of the church. Below me is where all the bones are. And there's no bones in here. It's just a regular looking church. Nothing too exciting there. Alright, now that I'm outside, I can actually talk. Downstairs I wasn't supposed to talk, so I couldn't give you like all the details of everything that was going on in the church. But as you can see, like down there is where the bones were. It's like down underneath the church thing. It's called something. Crypt, maybe? Sure. Alright, I got like 10 minutes to get to my train. It took me like 15 minutes to walk over here. So, I better go. As always, if you want some more information, Google it. Google will tell you everything you want to know about it. It's great. My goal is to never try to be Google. I can't match Google. Google is just, it's way too... So I'm just trying to show you a little tidbit about what I'm doing, invite you into the experience, and make something fun and enjoyable. So maybe it'll encourage you to come out and see stuff like this.